So yeah, just finished the transitional period of sketch work. I did a few canvases within that, which I think are pretty cool. And adapting to the acrylics has been an interesting development, I have to say. But I'm just in this moment, where you have the canvas ready to go, and there's that anticipation and anxiety of the blank canvas, or the white page, or the blankness of non-creation. I spent about 3 days putting a canvas together about 120 by 110 centimeters, and I'm going to be doing a series, about 5 of them maybe, I reckon would be good, coming out of that transitional period that I've been in. So I've been doing a lot of sketching work with the acrylics on acrylic paper, which I've gessoed. That's been kind of interesting, there's elements of it that are interesting, to say the least. Working in the studio has been challenging, to say the least. There's been space shortage and things like that, but the colours seem to be coming through anyway. This one here is a sketch, an acrylic sketch. I'm thinking of putting that on the larger pieces. I've done about 20 of these now. Working with the colours has been very interesting. They're not the normal colours that I would normally work with. Like here you have the greens, which are darker than the normal green I would use. Green I mixed, but the old familiar yellow is there still. But the gloss pastes and stuff like that have been really cool. The heavy gel gloss. I have to say, this has been awesome. Really enjoyed using this. This gives me a real oil effect with the acrylics. Just very quickly show you over here. That's the canvas that I'm hoping to work with. I got the 2x1s down on Cable Street, and just over the past couple of days I've been putting it together. It's on its third gesso coat. It's really ready to go. It's kind of like when you're at a disco and you want to kiss a girl and you're shy and you know that she wants you to kiss her, but that mind kicks in place and you bottle it. There's a bottling going on there with that canvas, alright, I have to say. But I'll get there with it. I don't know which colour to start with. It's going to set in place a 5-piece period of work that will probably have elements of hot pink in it and things like that, which will be really in tune with the transition of how I've been at the moment. Transitionally, yeah, you couldn't get much more transition. That's what's been going on in my life at the moment. Really important stuff. I think I've sized and gessoed the canvas very well. When you hit it, like, it's got a drum sound to it, and it's going to be okay to do that. It's just one of those processes. It's an interesting time. As I was gessoing it, I was listening to an interview, the Q interview with Joni Mitchell, which was just amazing. She really was very honest in that interview, from what I could make out anyway. She seemed to be very clear about her intentions and stuff, like, how it was for her and things. And what I picked up from it anyway was that, she really felt sorry for people who were famous and then ended up being a famous person. And I totally love that about her. My favourite abstract expressionist painter is Joan Mitchell, and every time I say that to somebody, they think it's like Joni Mitchell I'm talking about. It's like, no, Joan Mitchell, the painter. she was very similar in that sense, in that regard. Had no interest in fame or glory. It's more of an expression thing, you know, getting your paint on the surface and doing what you need to do, you know. Yeah, so that's what's going on at the moment. The paper stuff has been very interesting. I've been trying to, you know, work with that as best as I can. Maybe gluing them onto panels and stuff would work. You know, I don't know. I'll put pictures up anyway. They're more sketches than anything. You know, it's nice to work with the paper as well. But yeah, the expression is good. I think the transition I've been through has been complicated, to say the least. But you know, we'll try and get there as best as we can, and do a better painting each time, or a better expression of an emotion each time. Yeah, it's been going well. Rejection maybe is a theme, and the stubbornness of reacting to rejection, maybe, rather than just rejection. The stubbornness of how, I can only speak as a male, how a male responds with rejection, you know, so I'm interested in that. Polarization is another ideal I'm working with, you know, and see what comes from that, you know. Loads of themes, ideals. The curious thing about it is that the more I'm actually involved in the process of creating the canvases and making the paintings and working on the work, I'm not actually thinking on those levels at all. You know, I'm not thinking on the level of what's this about, or, you know, I'm looking for references all the time. I really am looking for references, trying to get a point across or something, you know, becomes completely irrelevant then, you know, when you're actually painting, doing it, you know. But yeah, that's what's going on at the moment. That's exactly where I am right now. I suppose this is the best way to journal it and say it like that. That's what's happening, you know. Within the transitions, I've been given this studio space and given this place to actually create the stuff and do it. There's been no judgment and no question to me about doing this stuff, and that's been very, very beneficial and helpful to me. I'm very fortunate, very lucky. But I don't know what to show later. I don't know what to do later about it, you know. In the sense of which work shall I show, you know. There's a bit of confusion around that, but yeah. So that's what's going on. That's where that is right now at the moment. Sketches. I don't know. Do you call it hot pink? What do you call it? Yeah. So I'm in a good place creatively. And I'm hoping to finish these pieces, larger pieces, and there'll be pinks and hot pinks in them. Lots of white. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe the best thing about them would be just continuing them without the disruption of complicated emotions and stuff, you know. So yeah, I appreciate you watching this video. Thank you very much for your time and your likes. And as always, I love you very much.